If you don't know, I just reached 25 subscribers, so as I said I would do, I am currently going to discuss it while I play Century Age of Ashes in the background. So, sit back, relax, grab some snacks or whatever, and get comfortable because it's going to be a long one. Let's start with the first FNAF game. So, if you don't know, within the first FNAF game, you're introduced with the 4 characters: Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy. Now, these are all kids that have been stuffed into suits. They are sentient, and they've been forced to be that. So, I can't remember the names of the ones, but the first child to be stuffed ever, I think, was Susie or something, in Golden Freddy. Golden Freddy has a bit of a backstory though. He's from Fredbear, from Fredbear's Family Diner things, but you see more of him in later on in the game. So we're gonna start with the characters. Foxy is out of order, and I think it's from Kids Messing Them Up. I can't remember what it is from, but I know it's from something like that. So Pirates Cove is shut, and he likes, if you don't pay attention to him, he will come after you. Freddy, Bonnie, and Chica are all pretty similar, other than the fact that Freddy likes to come after you when it's night, on night 4, night 5, and then he also whenever your power goes out, he comes at you. But basically, these are all kids. They've all been stuffed in suits, so we've been forced to take that role, and they've been there since 1987. So they're pretty traumatized. And the guy who put them there was William Afton, also known as Purple Guy, and he is a how do I put this? Killer. He's the owner of Afton Robotics, which is where the animatronics first come from, which is how we actually get to know his family and stuff. But basically, in the first game, there's not too much, I guess, other than the fact that Fredbear and things. So I guess we'll be on to the second one right now, because that's about all that I know about the first. I don't know a lot about the first. Basically, in the second game, you're introduced to withered animatronics. Now they're withered because they're older, because the old pizzeria, I think, burned down something. But essentially, now they're all withered, they're all old, and there's new ones. There's Toy Bonnie, Toy Freddy, Toy Chica, and there's now Mangle, as well as Marionette. The backstory of Marionette is, I think they were one of the first as well. They gave life to all the children in the suits, so that's how they gained their sentience and things, because they gave them the gift. She gave them the gift. Now I'm pretty sure the character Marionette itself is a boy, like Fredbear, but the child inside of it is a girl. It's like a tiny girl, a little girl with inside of it. And as I say, I think she was one of the first. Okay. Now all the other ones are still old, they're withered now, though, as I say, because they've been there for a while. They survived. Phone Guy expresses his love of the fox. If you don't know, Phone Guy is voiced by Scott Cawthon, the maker of the franchise, and he says how he loves Foxy and stuff. It was his favourite character. And Foxy is now really sensitive to lights, so Foxy now has epilepsy. But basically, there's not a lot to this either that I know of, really. Just the fact that Night Marionette gave them life. There's Shadow Bonnie and Shadow Freddy, except I don't know too much about these other than the fact that they're on the wall. You do see in the Paper Pals Elizabeth Afton, which is William Afton's daughter. But you see more of her in the 5th game that I'm going to be talking about. So I'm talking about like FNAF 1, FNAF 2, FNAF 3, FNAF 4, Sister Location, blah, blah, blah. Okay? And Pizzeria Sim and Security Breach. Now I don't know too much about Security Breach though. I think this is about it for FNAF 2 that I know of, really. What else is FNAF 2? So Mangle's actually messed up by kids. I think that's why I got confused with Foxy. But Mangle's messed up by other kids, and then in Kids Cove, it's what it's called. She's now all broken and she makes static noises. So instead of Pirates Cove, they now have Kids Cove, and Mangle's all scuffed up. Okay. Night Marionette. Oh no, not Night Marionette. It's Marionette. She gets triggered when you don't wind up the music box. Can't remember why. I think it's like a lullaby that she used to get sung when she was alive, so it reminds her then, and that's why she has it. That's why she gets it. And then she comes after you. Okay, now on to FNAF 3. This is a bit more that I know of. If you don't know, William Afton appears a bit more in this. You see more of him. So William Afton is rather now in the old Spring Bonnie suit, now known as Springtrap. So he's all mangled up in there because of the spring locks. Blah, blah, they've ripped him up basically. They've made him all old and he's pretty mank now. He's worse than that one sock that you don't wash. That one pair of socks that you forget to wash. He's worse than my bedroom floor at this point, which is impossible. But anyway, so he's in this, and he's pretty much the main jump scarer here. There, even he can kill you. However, the others, they can't really. Right. And so onto the Phantoms. You might be wondering why there's no Phantom Bonnie. We are too, because Spring Bonnie and Bonnie aren't the same thing. They are two different characters. They're two different animatronics, separate animatronics. That's why Springtrap came into place. But this pizzeria gets burned down. I can't remember what from. But basically the Phantoms, they like to jump scare you. They like to just annoy you. Blah, blah, blah. But they make things fail. They can't kill you, but they can make things fail, making Springtrap come near you. Now these are all Phantoms because I think the last pizzeria also burned down. So what happened there was the other pizzeria had also burned down. And then they are Phantoms now because they're basically deader than dead. They've been killed one too many times. They've been unbirthed. So basically they're now Phantoms. And yeah. What else? That pizzeria also gets burned down. So Springtrap isn't fully dead. He does get in, he is in Pizzeria Sim, and he's also in Security Breach. Oh yeah, I forgot, spoiler warning. spoiler warning. I'm gonna put that in the description. This might be a difficult edit. But anyway, on FNAF 4. So FNAF 4 you're playing as Chris Afton. Oh no, is it Chris Afton? It's Crying Child. It's not Chris, it's something else. It's a different one. It was like, it's not Chris. We'll call him Chris for now. I don't think it is Chris. It might be Chris. But Chris Afton is William Afton's child, if you don't know. Oh, hello person who's joined, welcome. We're talking about FNAF 4 now. So you missed a bit, but oh, no, you can rewatch it if you missed a bit. Never mind, they've left though. This happens to me. But basically, what they can do is what he does is you have to survive the night when you're him. And you can do that by many things, like the flashlight, and you can look in the cupboard, blah, blah, blah. And they're all really don't like light and doors being shut on them. They don't like being ghosted. Well, but basically, oh hi, they're back. Hello. But basically, they don't like they don't like the flashlight at the face or anything. But Chris Afton, Crying Child, he is he has brothers, obviously. They have masks on, and my theory is that the insides of the robots, the innards, they've gone inside them. And then like it's different from Ennard and the other animatronics. Well, no, it's not different from Ennard. Sorry, it's like Ennard actually. But basically, okay. So what's it? Oh God, I forgot. Alright, so basically, my theory is that they've gone inside them, the animatronic innards, and they have basically just gone, and then they're wearing the masks as well. So the brothers, the siblings, they feed him to Fredbear. They try to make him Fredbear give it a kiss, and then basically what happens is on his birthday he gets he gets part of his head chopped off or bitten off by Fredbear because he was closing his mouth and then his head got put in there. So his brothers say like sorry and stuff to Chris, and yeah. I can't really remember too much of what happens. I do know a lot about it, but I think I'm going a bit fast. If you have any more questions, please put them in the comments. I will respond to them. But basically, Chris, I think he gets killed. He might not get killed. I don't know. No, it's Michael. No, that is Chris actually. And then, okay, on to Sister Location. In Sister Location, you know who plays Michael? Michael is another son of William Afton. He's like one of the actual sons and stuff, not the one with the foxy mask. But basically, I have a theory that the brother with the foxy mask, he might actually be what's his name? Phone guy. Because he's always loved Foxy. Leave in the comments what you think about that. But anyway, on to Sixth Location, you plays Michael Afton. He's another one. And then there's more lore to this actually. But basically, he's there. And then you got Elizabeth Afton as well. This time, and she's inside of Circus Baby, which is the main attraction in there. And then you've also got what's her name? I forgot what the ballerina's called. I can't remember it. But and then you got Funtime Foxy and Funtime Freddy. Circus Baby has got these little things in the first bit with a sheet of metal, and they don't like light. It's like I don't know what they're called, but they don't like light. And then there's these tiny ballerina things that just don't like you. So those two things exist. Baby is William. What happened to Baby was she got scooped. She got scooped by the scooper, and she got put into no, what was it? It was Sex Baby had the ice cream machine thing, and then she has it inside of her stomach, right? And she puts it out because William Afton likes to kill children. It has a mechanic, so once they've taken it, it eats them. But obviously, she was told not to go near it. She was told not to go near it. But she really wanted to see Baby and stuff. So basically, what she did, she went in there. Baby did her thing. She offered them ice cream. Right. But after doing that, she takes it. And guess what happens to her? She got unbirthed. So she gets scooped. She's inside Baby now. And then she's there for quite a few years. So at the point where she's kind of like an adult or something. Now, at this point. So Baby's still inside her. And then Michael goes there. Hi. And what happens is, yeah, so she gets tricked into listening to instructions. And in doing so, he falls for it. So basically, he gets into the scooper this time. And he scooped out his insides. But basically, Baby had put all the other ones in there. All the other animatronics in there. And scooped out their insides to make Ennard. And then Ennard goes inside of Michael. And Michael, then he also he goes outside now. So Baby basically takes him, goes inside of him, and then just like controls him to go outside. All cousins, they don't exist, except for that one cousin. I have half cousins. They're a bit awkward. My blood, the cousin that I am related to by blood, she's okay. But essentially, so Ennard's now inside of Michael, and then they go outside. Well, there's this other ending where you're watching the TV, right? Hello, good. Ah, thank you. Hello, good live. Continue, my friend. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Anthony. Basically, there's this other ending where Ennard comes in your living room, half the mask is off, and Ennard is still scooped up. But this time, you're not inside, then this time, Ennard's not inside of you. So you actually have control and stuff, but you can look at him and that's about it. So essentially, he kills you, I'm pretty sure. Doesn't show what happens. You're just there. Okay, now on to Pizzeria Sim. I can't remember too much from this, but I do remember you have, got it. Got a name. You have, like, what was it? Molten Baby or something. You have this wrecked circus baby. You have, who else you have? You have Lefty. He's a new character. And there. You also have, what else do you have? You have, what's its name? Scrap Trap, that's it. Oh, it's Scrap Baby. Yeah, and then you also, who else do you have? You have Molten Freddy. As well. And so those are the, like, guys you can get jump scared by. But I think there's another one. It might not be. But basically, obviously, scrap traps from FNAF 3. You know this because his pizza, his what's his name? His pizza, it's one that he was in, but now. And so basically, he's there now. You can either scrap him, and then like he's basically there in your pizza. He's there in your pizzeria, and if you fail, he's loose. So either way, he can jump scare you. But if you decide to put him back in the alley, he cannot. None of them can. So if you have the three options. Well, you have the two options to scrap him. But if you fail the scrap, he's loose in the pizzeria. Even if you do continue with the scrap, they still can jump scare. Leave a like if you want me to do Pizzeria Sim and torture myself. I much enjoy doing that. But essentially, that's what he does. He says, I always come back. He's not wrong, he hasn't failed to do that yet. He has not failed to come back. So essentially, you have to get them all together, and then it has this ending. Because obviously Elizabeth Afton is Thingy's child. They were all together at that point, and then it all burns down. If you don't get them all together, you can get different endings. I got back from bankruptcy, and what else did I get? Pretty sure I got mediocre, but I deleted the game, so now it's gone. And I got quite a few of the other achievements in that game. I did pretty well on it. But essentially, others, like they are still there. Lefty, I don't know the backstory of Lefty, but he has the microphone in his left hand, whereas Freddy actually has it in his right. So basically, he has it in his left hand. He's a bit like he's just a fan and stuff. Blah. But basically, all of them, they'll jump scare you until the end, and then when it all burns down, what will happen is that's the ending there. There's not too much more for me to say here, because I can't remember it. There are a lot of endings in that game. Okay, so that's FNAF 6 done. On to Security Breach. Security Breach actually has quite a bit in there. So, as you know, you got Glamrock Freddy, you got Glamrock Chica, Montgomery Gator replaces Bonnie, and Roxanne Wolf replaces Foxy. Bone Guy's probably furious. Okay, but essentially, that's what's happened there. So you got all those Freddy malfunctions, obviously in it, and so he's in this bit, he's in his area, right? And then Gregory, the main character of this, he is not. I don't think he's related to Afton. Might be, don't know. I don't think we've actually found that out yet. But essentially, you play as him. He teams up with Freddy to try and escape the pizzeria, because obviously his family's just abandoned him. They've left him there by accident. So Freddy starts to help, whereas Vanessa, or Vanny, which I believe is Vanessa. Actually, it is. Pretty sure it is. So essentially, she's there. So she's the main villain of that. But Montgomery, the Lamrock Chica, and Roxanne, they all come after you. But you have to scrap them for parts, which Freddy does not like. Really. So while he is oblivious to not knowing if his friends are being killed or not, which I don't know how is possible. How do you not know if your friends are dead? I know he's an animatronic, but so essentially he helps him. It's not explained why he helps him. I'm not sure. I haven't actually played Security Breach. I've played others, not Security Breach. But essentially, that's what happens. He helps you, the others come after you. Because the others are programmed and they're told to come after him and stuff. But Freddy helps him, which again is not explained. Where am I at? Right, so Montgomery, he basically, he's very vicious, he's got anger issues, blah blah blah. Annoying little child thing. But he replaces Bonnie. Freddy's really sad, because Freddy likes to pout. I'm dead. Sorry. I'm trying not to concentrate on this. Sorry. Anyway, I'll continue. So essentially, they're all doing that. They're all trying to catch you, so is Vanny. But Vanny's trying to do it on another level. So Vanny probably gonna kill you or something. She kidnaps you like once or so. She kidnaps you, and like she's on the camera, she's on the TV screen, and she's like that. And then she like goes in with Vanessa's suit and says, "Well, I'll find you, you little child, you little demon's born." And so she tries. So you have three options. You can either leave the pizzeria, stay, and get Vanessa. You can't leave with Freddy. Actually, there isn't any that. Well, Freddy sometimes dies. Sometimes you fail. So that makes a few different endings in that game. So what else happens? Oh, blooming hell, I'm forgetting. Essentially, Freddy could die, or he could live, and he could catch Vanessa, or he could just leave, and Freddy would be very emotional about this. Freddy's okay, and so that's Freddy. Freddy, he likes to stick by you, but Freddy can't go into, what was it, the east, like the disco room, with massive disco guy. What's his name? It's like Music Man. DJ MM or something. And he's up there, he's massive, and you have to like run from him, but Freddy can't go up there to help you. Because he malfunctions up there. And so that happens. Moon likes to go after you. I haven't mentioned this, as it's Moon, it's Sun and Moon. The Moon likes to annoy you, and then you have to get into a charge station to avoid him when it strikes a different hour or something. Because you were annoying in the daycare, you got kicked out because you turned off the lights. It's like year 7's with a fire alarm. Naughty little child, detention for turning on the fire alarm. I haven't done that yet. Surprisingly, I have not. What else? Pretty sure that's it that I can remember from it. My mind's gone all blank. But essentially, so what was it? Oh god, I've forgotten it. But basically, you could either like catch Fanny, I think you kill Vanny actually, inside of Freddy or something, because Freddy has the claws. Actually, I think she kills Freddy. Little Pooh had killed Freddy. But basically, Freddy has the claws. He now has Chica's eyes. He has Montgomery Gator's claws. He has Chica's eyes, and he has what is it? No, it's Roxanne's eyes. And he's got Chica's beak or something, or mouth. No, it's voice box. That's it. So he's maxed out and stuff. But I'm pretty sure he dies or something. I can't remember. I haven't played it. Yet. I'm very much wanting to play it though. So hopefully I can play it one day. But for now I can't remember. I don't really know too much from it because I haven't played it yet. I'm really excited too if I can. But for now, that's all that I can remember, because I haven't played FNAF in ages. But for now, I'll see ya. Adios, amigos. Until next time. Bye.